A real review of the Jurassic World experience. I don't know what's going on at the minute, but a new experience seems to be popping up in London every day. I mean, it started off with your original hellholes like Shrek and Paddington, and now there seems to be one for everything. Immersive experience this, immersive experience that. What if I just want to sit in my pants and eat dry roasted peanuts all day? Shall I open an experience for that for other like-minded people? But anyway, back to the Jurassic World experience. So this is based just outside the newly renovated Battersea Power Station, which is quite picturesque, I'll give it that. And once you're in, you know what's coming. The first paid photo opportunity and your QR code for photographic bankruptcy waiting for you at the end. Then next you're huddled into a pretend boat heading across to Jurassic Park. Now the next couple of sections, I'd say if your kids are into dinosaurs and all that stuff, this is a pretty enjoyable little bit. It's not too dark and there's some good bits to see. The next few sections though, I did feel it went a little bit south. First you walked up some office block style stairs, which felt a bit weird as I didn't remember seeing that bit in the film. And then you dumped in this waiting pen for the group ahead to move on. It is dressed up as a fossil finding section for kids, but even they aren't that stupid and got bored after a few minutes. Also it was absolutely roasting with no aircon. But once the doors open, you're now into the last two rooms. Now this next bit is where everything went a little bit dark, and I'd say it is worth noting that this experience is advertised for kids as young as 3 years old. But yeah, this thing came out, obviously a human in a costume, did a bit of a show and slowly shook up a few kids in the group before the main spectacle and into the next room where they pretend the electricity's gone out, like that scary scene in the film, but there's two mental T-Rexes on the loose. You can imagine how that went down with small kids in the group. It was like a scene from Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds film, kids screaming and crying for their lives, whilst their parents trying to calm them down with no other escape exit. Honestly, it's like the stuff of nightmares. Imagine being a tiny kid and thinking this is actually real. But don't worry, you soon crash back down to reality when they burst open the doors and you're greeted with the rip-off gift shop. I think I prefer to take the kids back to the last room, as the prices in here are actually the stuff of nightmares. But how does this one rate on the pounds to pleasure scale? For pounds, look, it was £115.60 for a family of 4 ticket. These places do feel like a bit of a cash grab, and it says it's 50 minutes long, but it was only about 35. So just for that, I'm going to give it a 1. Just stop ripping people off, and you just herded like sheep through these experiences anyway. And for pleasure, yeah, your kids will enjoy it. The first few bits are good, and depending on their age, they'll either love the last bit or be scarred for life. It was also way too short, so for that, I'll give it a 4. So that gets a diabolical real review rating of 2.5, which does seem a little bit harsh as it was alright, but the price and potential future trauma for your kids does bring that score down slightly. See you next time.